of us, we try to do even spiritual things by human abilities. So the guy is going to preach somewhere, he sharpens his tongue, relies on his eloquence. When I go there, I'm going to speak like this and like that. Then he goes for the meeting. The first 10 people in front are professors of linguistics. Your ability is good. Develop yourself, refine yourself, but don't trust your abilities. It's a woe unto him that puts his trust in the arm of flesh. The reason most of us are failures is because we trust our abilities, and the moment spirits come in, we become disadvantaged. Grace is a reality, manifesting in form of mercy, in form of unmerited favor, and in form of divine ability. I don't know about you, but me, I know I'll be blessed every day. I'm not doing anything in my life that should warrant me being blessed every day, but I look forward to everyday blessing because the grace of God is there. Today some people were waiting for me for more than 3 hours. I was so tired. I walked and walked and walked and slept off. Woke up, walked and slept. So when I wanted to stand up, I couldn't. My whole body, I said, Kai, Oga, rest. And I slept. When I eventually came to the office, they were so happy to see me. And I prayed for the brother, and he left me with what some of you will earn in 2 years. Hear this. There are more than 2 million pastors in Nigeria. Why I'm the only one he came for? Only grace can explain it. So it's not about being a pastor, it's about grace, unmerited favor. Some people just look at you, they say, sir, God told me to bless you. I say amen. I love that prophetic direction, and I receive it very regularly. Somebody will look for my number for 2 weeks. When he eventually gets me, say, the Lord told me to bless you. And sometimes I'm wondering, does this man know how many pastors there are in Nigeria? Now sometimes when you are even preaching, you are quoting some pastors and you are saying they are greater than you. Still the people are not hearing what you are saying. You are the one God said I should bless. So it's not about how many people are doing the business. There can be 10,000 real estate experts. There can be 1,000 agricultural experts. There can be 500 businessmen. But you are the one that the grace of God has set apart. So don't be perturbed. We are many. It doesn't matter how many carry grace and what's the grace of my life. That's what makes the difference. Finally, grace is a dispensation. I'm showing you this so that you will have the resolve that I can't fail. I must dominate. So it's not just a person that lives inside me. It's also a reality that expresses itself through me. And it's not just a reality that expresses itself through me. It's a dispensation I'm working under. There was a dispensation called the law, where all they had to work for it. We have left that dispensation. We still walk. I told you, walking is not just about having, it's about becoming. The word is ergon, become. So God will never remove work, but there are things we have that we don't have to work for, because we are under a dispensation now where we receive things by grace. In John 1:17, he said the law was given by Moses. He said but grace came by Jesus Christ. It's a dispensation. Ephesians 3:2, Paul was speaking. He said if you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of God which is given to me towards you. So Paul didn't just know that he was walking in that dispensation, he knew he carried that dispensation. What a mentality. So we are walking in the dispensation of grace. That's why you must prosper, sir. That's why you must be impactful, because it's either Christ in you, the hope of glory, is moving you forward, or the realities of grace in the likeness of mercy, or merited favor, or the ability of God is at work, or because you are in that dispensation. Now when you are in a plane, do you need to jump to go high? The plane has the capacity to take you high. The labor is not with you. You sit down and relax, let the plane move. And those of you who fly Dreamliners, you know sometimes it's 43,000 feet above sea level. There's no jumping you can jump that will take you there. But when you enter the plane, relax. A Rolls Royce engine is powering you. You just sleep and go high. And you are not just high, you are moving. Sometimes when you see the speedometer or the speed of this place, over 850 something miles per hour. So a journey that you will take for 6 months, you'll make in 4 hours. That's grace at work. It's a dispensation. When you came into the dispensation of grace, you were enabled and facilitated. So the same way a journey of 6 months can be done in 4 hours because I'm in an aircraft, that's how a destiny that will take 1,000,000 years to fulfill can be fulfilled in 10 years through me. It's a dispensation. Check out Jesus. Did ministry for 3.5 years, was impactful more than all the prophets. That's grace at work. I prophesy over someone, you will begin to see the reality of grace. See, this is why don't look at your life and say, it took me 15 years to build this house, maybe in another 15 years I'll build another. You are joking. You may build one house in 15 years and you can build 15 houses in 1 year. That's the substitution of grace. It may take you 10 years of process in the cave, but in 3 months the nations can come to you. That's the operation of grace. I sat in my house 17 days, more than 15 invitations from 15 nations, and I asked myself, I've been preaching, what is the difference? A dispensation has come. There was a time when process put me in a secondary school. Teach here, I want to teach you patience. I want to teach you to care for people. I want to teach you tolerance. I want to give you the capacity to help people understand. So I taught physics, I taught mathematics, I taught further maths, I taught chemistry. After talking for 14 hours, sometimes they pay me 20,000. But suddenly a dispensation opened. A dispensation opened. I will sit down in 2 weeks and get what I couldn't get in 2 years. There was a time when you will preach out your liver, only 20 people will hear. Now if I cough, hundreds of thousands of people hear. They want to hear. Put my name on anything, it must say. It's a dispensation, and it's not for me as an individual, it's for every one of us who is born of God. Because when we came into Christ, we came into that dispensation. I prophesy over someone, from today let grace set you apart. See, this is why you cannot do anything small. Look at the apostles, sir. Before their time, if you had 400 people, it was a big achievement. In fact, they kept singing Moses, Moses, Moses. He was the only man who led people in millions. So he was a unique prophet. He gave them the law, a unique prophet. But when the era of grace came,